Okay, so first off, anybody can name anybody from the American Revolution. Just anybody.
George Washington.
George Washington.
Paul Revere.
Paul Revere. Nobody?
I don't know.
Wait, say the question one more time.
Just name a person from the Revolutionary War, American Revolution.
Ben Franklin.
Ben Franklin?
Do I have to?
You don't have to. Okay. So,
I want to be that student who doesn't know anything.
right. So of course we know those people, right?
Challenge him.
But when I was reading through the teaks, there was some names in there that I kind of remember, but not really. There was one in there that we're going to do. James Armstead, never heard of him. So today we're going to make flip charts to help us remember some of the 4 people in the teaks.
Thomas Paine.
So you can either make it horizontal or vertical,
Oh, I like that.
and everybody's going to get a sheet of paper that's going to have one person on there. There you go. Now some of you guys are going to have the same one because it was supposed to be in order. So what you're going to do is you're going to take like 2 minutes and just speed read through the paper that we gave you, and then you're going to write probably 5 key facts, 3 to 5 key facts about the person, and then you're going to present it in front of the rest of the class, and you're going to tell everybody else. So you can either do it this way, or you can do it this way, but for right now, you're only going to have one of your slots filled because you're only doing one person.
But we put our name, but the name of the
Put the name of the
people-
person that you have. So you have Patrick Henry, so you're going to put him on one of the flaps, and then you're going to open it up and put 3 to 5 key facts. What you think the class needs to know about that person. So right now, you guys read through that thing, and then we'll get back together. Sorry for the person who got Abigail Adams. It's stapled, so you have a lot of reading to do.
I didn't even realize until you said that. Thank you.
Let's do like 1 more minute.
I'm assuming that was you, bless you.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I was about in the door and I thought I'd come right in and sneeze.
Here you go. We're making flip charts. So you help us remember some key figures of the American Revolution.
Yeah, we call them graphic organizers.
Graphic organizers.
There you go.
Flip charts, graphic.
Yeah. Nice tool.
And each person got a different person. And writing 3 to 5 facts, and they're going to present it in front of the class.
Okay, great.
Okay, so is everybody finishing up? I'm sorry, you have Abigail Adams, so.
We should have just did one. One of us
Yeah,
did the
I
front and the other one did
Yeah.
the second page. I don't know why we didn't think about that until just now.
So like 30 more seconds.
The pressure was on.
No pressure. Okay, so who had James Armstead? You did? Would you like to go to class? This is a picture of him. Painted of him. Found online.
Okay, you want to sit up there?
You can, yeah, come up here if you want.
Okay, he was an African-American spy during the American Revolution. He successfully infiltrated British General Charles Cornwallis's headquarters, posing as a runaway slave. Information in reports helped Americans win the battle at Yorktown. He actually ended up receiving his freedom after the war, and he died in 1832.
All right, thank you. Next, who had Patrick Henry? I think that was when we had 2 people. So do you want to go ahead and give like 2 or 3 facts, and then she can do like 2 or 3.
Patrick Henry became a lawyer in 1760. He became famous after he won the Parsons case against the King of England. And he also became a member of the Virginia House of Burgesses.
All right. Do you have like 1 or 2, Barbara, that you could tell us?
Just that he, one of the things he was against slavery, but he actually owned his own 60 slaves on his plantation.
But he felt a little guilty about it.
No, sure.
It was good intentions.
Yes.
He treated
Through his arguments after the Revolutionary War, the Bill of Rights were amended to the Constitution.
Cool, thank you. All right. Abigail Adams. Andre, you can go.
Okay. Abigail Adams. Born in Weymouth, Mass. Father was William Smith, minister of a local church. She was engaged to John Adams in 1762, and I'm going to leave the rest to.
Okay.
And the other half was that since she didn't get to go to school, her mom actually taught her to read and write, and she used her father's library, for learning materials. And during the American Revolution, her house was actually used for soldiers, and they would use her backyard, as a practicing ground. And apparently, she didn't like Benjamin Franklin, but she did like Thomas Jefferson.
All right, thank you. And last but not least, who had Thomas Paine? You did.
That's me. He obviously is most known for publishing the Common Sense pamphlet in 1776. He convinced lots of people to become patriots through his writing. By his writings, he influenced Abe Lincoln and Thomas Edison. He was an inventor and had several patents. And his first job in America was an editor of a Pennsylvania magazine.
Perfect. So what I wanted to do with the big group was to have you guys get into small groups of like 4 or 5, and then you would have to go find somebody else who had a different person than you had, and then you guys had to tell each other 2 or 3 facts, and that way it fills your whole graphic organizer out, but since we didn't have that. Hopefully you guys learned a little bit more about somebody that you didn't know. Did
Rock
anybody
on.
learn something today?
I didn't know John Adams had a wife.
Really?
What'd you say?
I didn't know she was alive by the time
You didn't know he had a wife?
I didn't know she
His
was still
son
alive.
was president later.
Yeah, but I didn't know she was still alive.
He was president later.
I thought she was dead before he got into presidency. I don't know why.
See? All right, so that's my presentation.
Ooh, yeah.
That was good.